Coming up, the secrets of super fast dog sledding.
How to avoid mishaps with popcorn. Show your friends how to see in the dark.
And find out how flower petals take a good long drink.
What are you doing, Taryn?
I'm drying the dishes. It's great fun.
I don't think so.
Well, it sure is, if you do it the way Nicole and Zach are about to.
Washing up, washing up, washing up. I always get left with the washing up. Is there anything interesting about doing the washing up? There, finished at last. Goodbye, dishwasher. That is interesting. Hey, Zach. Why doesn't this droplet run away down the sink? It seems to have a kind of skin around it, holding it in place. I wonder how strong that skin is. If it can hold water in a droplet, then it must be pretty strong. I'm going to put the surface skin to the test. Will this pepper break through the skin? No, the pepper just sits on the surface. It's not floating in the water. It just sits right on top. Let's find out just how strong the surface skin is.
Mush, mush! Go, dogs! In icy conditions like these, dog sledding is really the best way to travel. My dogs love to run together as a team, but we don't seem to be going as quickly as we did yesterday. I wonder why that is. The dogs seem to be finding the sled harder to pull. Whoa there! It's not nearly as cold as it was yesterday. Maybe this has some effect on how easily the sled moves across the ice. It's still frozen. Could very cold ice be slipperier than ice that's not so cold? Let's go find out. I'm gonna make an ice run by filling a flat baking tray with water and putting it in the freezer. I'll leave that to freeze for 2 hours. Now I'll make a second ice run. This one won't get as much time in the freezer, so it won't be as cold as the other tray. I'll come back when the second one has turned to ice.
Cool. I can't wait to see how that frozen water is going to hold up Logan's dog sled. And I'm pretty keen to see what Nicole and Zach are going to try to float on their washing up water.
So, Water, you survived the pepper challenge. Now we're going to see just how strong you really are. You think you're tough, but can you handle this? Solid steel paperclip. Oh no! That's broken through the surface skin. I'm disappointed in you, Water. I thought you were so strong. What's he getting? A pencil and a scrap of paper. Zach seems to think he knows how to float the paperclip. First he's floating the paper. Now he's putting the paperclip on top. I know what he's doing. He's using the paper to gently lower the paperclip onto the surface skin. And the paperclip is left floating on the surface. Look at that! It's floating. I knew you could do it, Water. Yay! Okay, Zach, you are a genius. But I think the water's pretty clever too.
Water molecules like to stick together. This closeness forms a skin on the water known as surface tension. This is how the water sits in a bubble shape and why it can support the paperclip.
We've put the water to the test, and it's stronger than it looks. I wonder what else we could experiment with. How about another liquid? What happens to water when we add a few drops of washing up detergent? Let's try it in the first tray with the pepper. Whoa! That's weird! All the pepper is shot to the edge. Why would that happen?
The detergent breaks the surface tension skin on the water. The skin opens up and the pepper goes with it.
This has given me an excellent idea for one last super challenge.
The gang has been watching a movie while I made a tasty batch of popcorn. Hey, it's dark in here.
I can't see a thing. I can hear them laughing, but my eyes aren't adjusted to the dark after the bright kitchen. Here you go, guys. Fresh popcorn. Whoa! Hey, I made you all a snack, and this is the thanks I get? It's not my fault I tripped. My eyes weren't used to the dark. I'm going to have to teach my silly friends a thing or two about eyesight. I've got a torch and a mirror. Watch what happens to the black part of your eye when I shine a torch in it. It shrinks. Your eye makes it shrink automatically. You try it, Kimberly. Yours is doing the same thing. Giovanni, your eyes are used to the dark. Watch what happens when they see bright light. See? Eyes do adjust for light and dark.
The black part of the eye is called the pupil. It opens to let in more light when it's dark and contracts to reduce the amount of light getting in when it's bright. The back of the eye is called the retina. It's covered in nerve receptors called rods and cones, which turn the image entering the eye into electrical signals and sends them to the brain. The eye can't cope with too much light in the retina and can't see when there's too little. So it's the pupil's job to let just the right amount of light get through.
I might just stay right here and mess with your eyes so you can't watch the movie. Oh, or I could just go and make some more popcorn.
Popcorn? Yum! It's my favourite thing to eat while I'm watching our show.
Well, sit back and watch this, Dana, because we're about to find out whether Logan's ice tray experiment will get her dog sled going quicker.
My dogs are finding my sled harder to pull today than they were yesterday, when it was a much colder day. I'm gonna find out if the temperature of ice makes a difference to how slippery it is. My 2 ice runs are ready to test. Let's start with the least cold one. It's been in the freezer for only half an hour. First, I'll see how cold this ice is using a thermometer. It's -2 degrees Celsius. That's 28 degrees Fahrenheit, just below the freezing temperature of water. To test how slippery it is, I'll try sliding this coin across the surface. Just a little push, and it's made its way about halfway across. I'll try once more. It's gone halfway again. Time to try the very cold ice. This tray's been in the freezer for 2.5 hours. First, I'll see what temperature this ice is. It's -11 degrees Celsius. That's 12 degrees Fahrenheit. Much colder than the first tray. Now, my coin gets exactly the same flick and... wow, look at that! It slides much more easily. This ice is really slippery. The warmer ice is slow ice. The coin travels much faster on this colder ice.
Yep, colder ice is more slippery. That's because there are fewer semi-frozen water molecules on its surface. These molecules cause friction between the ice and anything sliding over it. The fewer the molecules, the less friction, and the slipperier the ice.
Good boy, Stormy. You don't care how cold the ice is, do you? You just love to run. And lick.
Mum said I've got to keep her prize flower in peat condition. It sure is doing well. Mum says they like nice, moist soil, but I don't understand how plants drink. How do they get the water from the soil up to their petals? I'm going to make my own flower stem and find out. My stem can be this thick drinking straw. I'll wrap it in some tissue. Now for some flower petals. I'll just hold it in my hand like this and push my thumb in the middle and twist it round so it keeps its petal shape. Now I'll stick the twisty end in the straw. There, my flower on a stem. Now we need some water. Here you go. And some food colouring so we can see which way the water travels. A few drops. And stir it around. wait, better. I'll use a black background. Now it's time for the stem to go in the water. Look, it's just rising up the stem by itself.
Water can climb uphill because of a process called capillary action. Capillary action works because tiny electrical forces make water molecules sticky. They stick to each other and they stick to the tissue. So when one water molecule moves towards a piece of dry tissue, the others follow. The process continues so that the water climbs its way right to the top.
Well, I sure found out how flowers drink. But there's only one problem. All that water has made my paper petals droop. I better not do that to Mum's flower.
Wow, the amazing power of water.
Yep, water can do some pretty powerful things, including powering some rather unusual racing fish.
So we've worked out that water has a kind of skin on the top and can support a paperclip. And then we found out that we could break that skin rapidly with washing detergent. And it got me thinking, if it reacts like that to the detergent, then I know how to harness the power. Welcome to the fishy world of fish racing. Start by cutting a fish shape out of a piece of stiff card. Now cut a strip out from the tail to the middle of the body. Our fish are ready for fin-to-fin racing action. To the racing pool. When I say go, put a drop of detergent in the middle of your fish. Go!
The soap breaks the molecular skin on the surface of the water. When the skin starts to open up behind the fish, it pushes the fish forward.
It's a close one. Zach's fish is ahead by a fin. Come on, Green Racer. Oh, and Red Snapper has won it for Zach. Well done, fish racers. I never knew washing up could be so much fun.
Cool fun. I'm off to do some more dishwashing.
Actually, we've both got to go, Taryn, because we've come to the end of another show.
See you next time.